and we have something for you today. Thinning hair, it happens.
It sure does.
It absolutely happens.
Could be hereditary, could be hormonal.
Yep.
Many issues.
Not always a lot we can do about it, but Joan Rivers, we
Problem
loved her.
solver.
She was a problem solver. She had the problem.
She did.
And she found a solution, and that is the solution that we are bringing you today. It's a 78804, the Joan Rivers Beauty Great Hair Day, which I love the name of it because who doesn't want to have a great hair day? It's the fill-in powder with brush. You will be getting both of these home, $28.50. Also want to let you know, we have this for you on auto delivery, which means you will be getting this every 90 days for as long as you're in the plan, so you never have to worry about running out.
Absolutely.
It's coming right to your door, and we've sold more than 475,000
Yes.
of these. So let's talk about, before we even go into what it is, let's show you what it can do.
Yes, because the
Please.
picture is worth 1,000 words. Joan is a problem solver. She was born with thinner hair. As you can see here, we have a great before and after. Whether or not you have thin hair, if you have a cowlick or a scar, you want to have that confidence restored instantly, and that's what Great Hair Day does. It is a transfer-proof creamy powder that you stipple onto your hairline, and it creates the appearance of fuller, thicker hair instantly, literally instantly, and it will not come out until you wash it out. See here, she's got a beautiful head of hair, but a very pronounced part. So she's using the brunette color, and we'll go through all the different colors, but it's as simple as tapping it on the brush and then stippling it down your hairline, creating that appearance. Here's the red. You know, when you have a healthy scalp, that's sort of the problem, is it might show through your hair. You might have a lot of hair. It just could be thinner hair. Here's a perfect example of somebody who has beautiful hair but a pronounced part, using the light blonde color, which is what Joan would use, the light blonde and the blonde together if you have highlights. But this was something that she would never leave the house without because it restored confidence.
$29.50 is all it can take to help you restore that confidence. And we're going to go through your color options.
Yeah.
But we talked about it earlier, and you just mentioned maybe 2 colors, because you know what? Even if you don't color your hair, which I forget what that's like, none of us really have that one solid color.
We have tonal.
Let's take a look, and then we're going to kind of help talk you through this whole thing. So will you please take us through
Absolutely.
this, my
Let's
friend?
do it. So we'll start with the light blonde. Now that will be for your blondest of blondes, your Scandinavian, your sort of that towhead blonde with fair skin. The blonde is your universal shade. This is the shade that I would use. This is probably a shade that you would use. So if you're unsure, what you're doing is actually matching the shadow that your hair creates, not necessarily your hair color, if that makes sense, right? Because what you're doing is sort of masking by mattifying your scalp. The brunette is for very dark hair, black hair. The red, of course, is for your red and your auburns. Salt and pepper is for the salt and pepper ladies out there. And white by popular demand, because if you have white hair, chances are you have a very thick or a very pink, healthy scalp. But that will show through. So what this creamy powdered formula will do is create a mattifying shadow, which creates instantly the appearance of fuller, thicker hair. So here it is with the different before and afters and the color that they're using above. So find what hair color most looks like yours in this chart and start with that color. Again, the majority of the people would probably start with the blonde, unless you know you have white hair or red hair.
So now we have our colors. How do we use this? Because this just, I mean, it really is creamy. I've been putting it on my hand. It feels fabulous. What's the best way? How do we apply?
It is so easy. You literally take this brush. Now we've given you this nice pointed end. So if you have a lot of hair and you need to sort of make a part, you could use this brush to do that and, you know, move sections. But you're simply going to take the brush, tap, 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 and then you're going to use it right on your hairline. Start from the back of your hair, working towards the front, and stop about 1/4 of an inch from your hairline. And then you might be able to just blend a little bit with your hand or the brush. But don't be afraid to use too much. I actually have a pretty pronounced part right here. So let's see.
Ooh, in action, okay.
Yes. So let me see if I can go in, and I'm just gonna dab this in. Now I have thick hair, but as you can see, my part is very pronounced due to my hairstyle. But by just tapping that on, Boom, I filled it in. You don't see that white, and it is not gonna come out until I wash this out. It's not gonna sweat out. It's not gonna come on my pillow. So even if you don't wash your hair every day, don't worry, this is gonna stay in.
If you look in the mirror and you're seeing it, it always tends to be the spots that our eyes go right to, doesn't it?
right.
Along the part, in the front. You know, maybe you've been trying to cover it up wearing your hair differently than you really want to. This is the answer to that solution.
Yes.
All you need to do, $29.50. You can get it on auto delivery, which means it will come home to you every 90 days for as long as you're in the plan. There is a reason it's customer top rated.
Right.
There is a reason that we've sold more than 475,000 of these.
Yeah.
And it's because those of you who've gotten it home have loved the results that you've seen. And we have some models with us
Yes,
here
we
who are going to
do.
work and show us in action what this can do.
Absolutely. So we have Judy here. Judy has a beautiful head of just white hair, but because she has a very healthy scalp, it was sort of showing through, especially right there where she's using her part. So she's just tapping on the powder, tapping it, stippling almost like you would if you were painting, and we'll see what she looked like before. That picture should be coming up in a second, and you'll see the dramatic before and after. Again, she's got a very beautiful, healthy head of hair, but filling it in, even Judy was like, wow, this is a miracle. I can't believe this product. So here's our shot here, and we'll see the before. Oh, we're having a little technical difficulties on the BA.
Live
but
television, it happens.
suffice it to say, she had a little bit of pinkness showing through. So we have another model, Maureen. I don't know if we'll have time to go to her, or maybe we can put the shade chart back up. And we can, there we go. So look at that.
Wow.
There's no sign of any powder. You would never know she had a product in her hair. Her confidence is restored. That's what I'm reading. It's youthful, it's finishing. The reviews on this are amazing. And I think when people start using it, they tell a friend about it. And then that friend says, you know what? Thank you for telling me. And they tell, my sister uses it every single day. She uses it when her hair's a little bit damp. So before she blow dries her hair, she has a scar where the hair is just not growing. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons why pregnancy.
Lots of reasons.
Hormonal.
We cannot always control why or how we're losing our hair, but what we can do is find ways to make us feel better about it. And all you have to do is pick your shade, right?
Yeah, this is a true problem solver. And all you need to do is decide what color am I going to go with. So if you have light blonde, that's for very blonde hair. Blonde is the universal shade. Brunette is for black hair. And then red, salt and pepper, and white is fairly self-explanatory.
Well, the universal shade, the blonde, has been our most popular. Joan Rivers, a master of so many things.
Oh, my
so you know what?
goodness.
I am going to trust her creation and trust her judgment and give it a try. All you have to do, $29.50, pick your shade. You've got, 30 days to love it or return it, and if you lock in, you will get this home to you every 90 days
With
for as
a brand
long
new
as
brush.
you were in the plan. With a brand new brush.
And men can use
Even
this
better.
too.
For women and men.
We didn't even talk about men.
Well, you know what? We don't want the men to feel left out.
Not
so
at
it's
all.
good for them too. Bitsy Jennings, thank you so much.
Thank you, Katie.
A78804 is your item number. So coming up in about 10 minutes from now, we have an amazing tool. I happen to own one of these. I am a big fan.